Hey, another Sunday night. It was a rather long, boring, uneventful Sunday. We had Pat McQuaddy, she came in, and KP Heathen. And yeah, a cat at the door, of course. You let the cat in. Let the cat out. Okay. I'll let one in, let the other one out. Yeah, so I don't know. I've been keeping busy around the house. I didn't call you over here to my lap, Mr. Dusty. Oh, meow. Go on. Go find something that can entertain you and doesn't involve me. Go on, kitty. Go on. All right. Hold on, Tiger. Tiger decides to lay right between me and the computer. Hey, Janet Potter, how you doing? Nope. Excuse me, sir. Could you not lay on the keyboard? Oh my God. All righty, kitty. Whatever makes you happy. Yeah, it's been a. I know this week was just weird. Beautiful weather. I'll give it that. Uh, Not doing too bad, Janet. Good to hear that you're well. Yeah, I don't know. It's just it was a week. That's all I could say. It wasn't eventful or anything. Just beautiful weather. I can't really complain too much. We've had a mild fall so far. Yes, it's still fall. It's not winter yet. I, I hear so many people. They're like, it's winter time already. No, 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 not really. Remember fall last year and the year before that, the year before that? Yeah, this is fall weather. People are in such a hurry to get to the next season. I can't figure that out. I'm not in a hurry for winter. It's one of my least favorite seasons. But now, spring, summer, and fall. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely a fan of all three. Winter, I could do without. Now, if we get lucky and we have, by some weird quirk in the weather, we have a mild winter, I may not complain so much about the fact that it is actually winter time because, yeah, I mean, I'm really not a fan of winter. I don't like being cold. I don't do well in the cold. And I could I could tell you the weather is going to turn cold because now uh, my hands tend to ache right before it turns cold. So yeah, I, I'm pretty much my own barometer. But so far, this has been a mild fall, and I'm loving every minute of it. So to was outside today. I put up another antenna that I had actually taken down back in the fall, or back in the summer. And it's not the CB antenna that I wanted to put up. This is actually the shorter one. And I only have myself to blame for this. I didn't order the clamps. The antenna needs 2 clamps, and I haven't ordered them yet because it really wasn't that high of a priority. So I put the short antenna up, and now I'm kind of wishing I didn't. Would really like to have it full length antenna, but it is what it is. We'll manage. The short one does rather well, but not. It has no gain, so it's okay, in this little area here, maybe a mile or two, it's okay, but past that, it doesn't do very well. It's just a full length antenna that's been scrunched down into a large coil, and they're not very efficient. They receive, they pick up signals great, but sending a signal out past a few miles is just, you're asking a lot. Janet says it's still hot, 86 in the daytime and 60s at night. Yeah, we've been up and down here for sure. Not quite in the 80s, more closer to upper 60s, almost 70. I think we had a couple days in the 70s. That was nice. Low, like 72, 71, 72, somewhere around there. That's why I say, this fall has been fairly mild. We started off with snow. I think it was maybe the first or second week of fall, and we had pretty good dusting of snow overnight, and part of the day the next day, but man, it didn't stick around. It was too warm. Miss Sharon, how you doing? The number one moderator. If you have anybody as a moderator, I suggest Miss Sharon. She is cornered the market moderating, and she's quick with those links. Mr. Dusters, if you don't settle down, mister. So he sasses me. Down in some cold water. The tiger is on my table here between me and the keyboard, and he keeps inching closer to the keyboard, which I don't really understand, because it's not like a laptop keyboard where the heat is coming up from the processor. This is just a standalone USB type keyboard. But I keep having to scoot him back, and he gets mad at me, and I think he waits until I'm not paying attention. He gets a little bit further onto the keyboard. And I was watching a video just before the live stream, and I left the room for a minute, came back, and the video had restarted. And of course, Tiger did that because cats are the masters of shortcuts for computers. And apparently cats know all the operating systems. I'm on Linux, not a problem. Tiger knows all the shortcuts. So now he's kind of stretched out. He's got his legs on the keyboard. So if anything weird happens, oh, all right, sir. Really, we're gonna have to find you a better place to lay down. Let me see if I can put him up on a cat tree. Nice and warm there. Let's get up on a cat tree. There you go. Stay there. Maybe my cats just think I'm talking to myself and they have to, surround me in case I lose my mind. And yeah, they got a mind of their own. They got their own rules, but they forget to tell the humans about their rules. But I think they're all in for the night. I say that, but then Dusty goes out about every hour or so. What's everyone been doing this week? Has it been a busy week for you, or has the weather kind of held you back? Yeah, mine. I had two cats follow me around while I was putting the CB antenna up on a pole, chasing me around, and then they were chasing each other around, and at some point it looked like they were trying to stalk me. Crazy week of hurry up and wait. Yeah. Don't you hate that? You plan you plan for something that needs to get done or whatever, and you hope that when that time comes, when that day comes that you have to get it done, you kind of hope that you don't have to wait for anything. But then it always turns out that there's some reason you have to wait before you can get it done. Yeah, I hate that. I sometimes I think I get too big a hurry, to get something done. And then I get a little bit impatient. Oh, hello, kitty cat. Thank you for joining us. What's up, live stream without a cat butt? So nice of you to grace us with your rear end. Janet's been mailing stuff to her nieces. The Sharon's working herself like crazy to get things done. Okay, Kitty. Oh no. Yeah, I hate that. Because you drop everything. I'm sure we've all been in that situation where you have to have a professional come and do it. Oh, hi. And you're at the mercy of that professional. There's always that concern about whether what whether they're going to get it done, or whether they're going to show up. When they get it done, is it going to be right? Are they going to stiff you? Oh, yeah, Miss Sharon's been dealing with that since last Tuesday. Yeah. No, sir. No. Go on. I'm tired of this. You're okay. You can sit here with me. You don't really get in my on it. You don't lay on things much. But I'm sure everyone would like to see your beautiful face. How you doing? You good? I assure you, I'm not talking to myself. I've not lost my mind. I'm not going crazy. I'm talking to someone. They could be AI and they could be real people. But I haven't lost my mind. I'm not talking to myself. I don't know why my cat would even worry about something like that. I talk to myself all the time. I'll be watching a video, somebody's doing something stupid, and I'm just like, you idiot. It's kind of like some people with, football games. They really get into it. They start, getting all worked up and everything. I don't get all worked up, but I do. Yeah. I do wonder about some of the videos I see. I'm just like, why did I click on that? Why are these people acting this way? Hi, how you doing? You good? Oh, 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 paint. It's okay. Well, just remember this, Miss Sharon. You know, just the fact that you have to question their sanity. I mean, that just proves that you are more sane than they are. So I wouldn't I wouldn't question your own sanity as much as I would the other people. Trust me. I mean, since we had that, and I'm not going to get too political, but like since we had that government shutdown, oh God, the videos, the insanity, it's real. Some of these people, oh my God, it really brings out the lunatics. Hey, what? Kisses? Don't act like you're going to give me a kiss and then back off. Let's see how you are. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I'm a lot of times I watch like the first few seconds of it, and I can tell that it's going to be a doozy, and I'm just like, okay, I have to watch this person lose their mind over something stupid because they put themselves in that situation, but they want to blame someone else for it. Hmm. Did not take a nap today. How you doing, Miss Paint? You have to agree, cats are much more interesting than people sometimes. There she is. Go ahead. You got the show. Besides, you're much better looking than I am. Like she took a pause to think about that for a second there. That right there, in case you don't know it, is the boss of this house. You think it was me, but it's not. It's Paint. Paint is in charge. All the other cats walk a straight line. All she's got to do is just do a low growl, and every one of them steps in. They step into a straight single row line. 'Cause nobody wants to test her patience. I picked her up today, and she didn't like it, and gave me a growl. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, things like that you can't. There's there's energy tied to those things. There's memories, and that's what you call a keepsake, isn't it? Just yeah. Well, that's the way Paint is. I could be upset with something somebody did, frustrated or whatever, and she'd come right up to me, check on me. She even lay her paw on my chest or whatever, my arm, my hand. Yeah, she looks out for me. She's a good cat. I cannot complain. And go figure, the ones that do the cats that do give me trouble are the boys. That's right. That's right. I said the boys. Don't give me that look. Carol. How you doing, Carol? Welcome to the Sunday night paint live paint stream. So you get to watch a calico cat give herself a bath. Uh, on a happier note, Janet's pineapple is blooming. Strawberries are flowering, and she planted carrots for the first time. That's awesome. I checked on my strawberries. Okay, well, my my power went off for a second there. It was just long enough for the computer to shut down. Can you hear me now, or am I going to have to start anew? Okay, 5 by 5 now. Okay. Yeah, it was weird. My power blinked twice, and I guess my computer thought, I don't know. That was weird. Huh. Alrighty then. So the only thing I'm looking out the window, and the only thing I don't like about these new LED security lights is you can't, they're instant. They come on as soon as they get power, as soon as the sun goes down, they come on. They're not like the old lights. The old halogen and sodium lights and fluorescent security lights would take a few seconds to start up. I can't tell that anybody else lost power on my road, so I wonder if it's just isolated. It's weird. Or I got a booger man here. There's a booger man in my house. Passamaquoddy's sleeping. Yeah, she said something about she was going to try to hang in here as long as she could, but she didn't think she would be able to, which is fine. Totally get that. Oh, all right. My camera's confused now. Let's see here. Yeah, okay. Oops. Wow. That's a night of technical difficulties. Ooh, nice. What was I saying? I was saying something before that all went down. I was checking. I checked. Okay, so when I was putting up my CV antenna, I checked on the strawberry plants, and they were looking nice. There was no berries on it this time around because I had just moved those. So technically, this would have been their first year in this spot. But I did thin them out. I took some and moved them over to another spot. But they seemed like the west corner of the house, towards the back corner. If that makes any sense. So that they seem to like that spot. It doesn't get a ton of sunlight, but it does get enough. But they seem to be doing really well. Now the ones up front aren't doing as hot, so I'll have to see how that plays out next spring. Um, is there a flavor difference with the Cuban oregano, Carol? If you compared it to, regular store-bought oregano. Hmm. Okay. I'm not. I don't. Well, I don't know. It's not. I like it in Italian foods, but I don't like it. I don't want it to be like the prominent seasoning. I don't want it to be overwhelming. Yeah. Yeah, they're all, try them all. That's something Shawnee would tell you. Just try them all. Now basil, I like basil. If it's dried out. I don't like growing it. I don't know, let me take that back. I do like growing it, but I don't like to smell it. It's not one of my favorite aromas. No, I don't hoard radio equipment. I just collect it. Yeah. Speaking of which, the radios I ordered. Get out of your head, Miss Sharon. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's not enough room for both of us in your head, Miss Sharon. Uh, yeah, I ordered some from Timu to review, and wow, we've been 2 weeks. I ordered them on the 13th of this month, and it looks like they're going to be here Friday this week. So I ended up, because I realized that a label was printed at USPS, but 2 or 3 days went by, and they were saying label was created at USPS, but the package has not been received. And I was getting a little bit angry with them, and so uh, I used their customer service thing online. I didn't call them. I was afraid that I would end up talking to someone I couldn't understand. Hey, Tom Cat, welcome to our little live stream here. Hope all is well. So yeah, they talked to me a little bit, and I told them, I said, look, you originally said the 24th, and we, the 24th would have been tomorrow, Monday. And it said it's stalled, and the seller has not shipped it, has not given it to USPS. So what Timu decided they were going to do is do me a favor, and they said, well, it's going to be late. Not only are you getting the $5 little, we're sorry it's late, $5 that they give you. They also said you will get your package this week, and we're going to issue a refund. So not only are they sending me the radios that I'm going to use for this review, they're also going to refund the money because it was just one big, the seller just wasn't doing their part. So I mean that's pretty cool. I try really hard to stay away from Timu because the whole tariff thing, and not only to the tariffs, but there's there's some vendors who are not, they're not here in the U.S. Now, that's not to say that U.S. warehouses can't mess up, because obviously this one did. Cucamonga, California. So that's where these radios are coming from. So they have a warehouse there, and so uh, I don't know. Temu just said that they had a conversation with the with that company, and I guess everything's taken care of. So we'll see. We'll see at the end of the week. I got a cat up to no good. I'm not sure what it's doing in there. But Tomcat says they're the other cat, the bad one. Oh, all righty. Well, I've got one playing up. I don't know what it's doing. I'll look over here and see. Yeah, who knows? I think it's trying to get a toy. Yeah, I've been sharing. I don't. I try very hard not to order from Temu, because I have in the past, and it's just not. I don't know. Some of the products are pretty good. Some of them are just garbage. They can't sell anywhere else. They put them on Temu. I ordered from, let's see, who was it? I think Radiolity. So when I ordered the little compact CB radio I have on my desk here, I ordered it through Radiolity, but Radiolity has somebody else handling their transactions, and my bank flagged it. And I had to talk to the bank and let them know that, yes, I'm aware of the company and they have a good reputation. There's no reason to block payment. So they went ahead and let the payment go through. But I've had I think it was it's another one. Can't think of the name of the company now. They flagged that one. They strongly suggest that I not let the payment go through. So I ended up having to get whatever that product was. I had to get it through another vendor. So yeah, you gotta watch some of these websites. Yeah, you might be getting a good deal. Then on the other hand, you might be giving away all your information too. Well, I don't know you well enough, Tomcat, to say that whether I like you or not. So if you don't give us a reason to ban you from the channel, then I think everything will be copacetic. I really have very little trouble out of Amazon, but now I did cancel my Prime It may not seem like much, but when you're on a fixed income, and that's coming out every month. Yeah, I've got what they call it, Walmart Plus, and I use Walmart.com a whole lot more than I do Amazon. The only thing I'm going to probably do is wait. I'm going to wait until the new Stargate series comes out because that'll be on Prime Video, and I'll probably take Prime up again just so I can watch the new series. So Stargate is starting back up with a new series, and I don't want to miss. Yeah, I don't want to miss that. So. Well, it just to let you know, I've got some I had some pretty good moderators in here, so it wouldn't take very long if that's what you want. If you truly want to be banned, some of my moderators actually have my phone number, so uh, just letting you know, and they have my messenger. We're well connected. Oh, okay, I read that. I'm sorry. Yeah, I read that all wrong, but okay. uh now there's there's gonna be some there's always gonna be these little snafus with all these online, you know, these online vendors. There's always gonna be something. I've had a lot of trouble out of Walmart lately. And then I got to the point where um actually now if they can bring it to your house by delivery, they will default your order to delivery unless it's something that has to, that doesn't, it's not perishable. Then they'll ship it and it'll be there in 2 days. But yeah, there have been a few times where Walmart, I was just like, what in the hell are they doing up there? And then I realized, it's not always the store. Sometimes it's just their website or whatever their vendors are. Because you got to remember, Walmart has patterned their website after Amazon. Think of Amazon and Walmart.com as like eBay. eBay is like millions of vendors, right? So you're gonna have. I've even had like vendors who had really high scores screw me over on eBay and sometimes Walmart.com. I think sometimes they just accept so many vendors because I'm sure Walmart gets some kind of compensation for that. They fall through the cracks, and they don't know whether they're really legit until somebody complains. But and I haven't ordered anything on eBay in years. Last thing I ordered was a shortwave radio that I actually showed in a video here just a few days ago. Robin Gardens, how you doing? Good to see you. It was a beautiful day in Chicagoland. We battled the leaves and six triple mowed bags for the shed, compost, future, and all the rest compost. Cool. Now I just played with antennas today, Miss Robin. Tomcat was returning an external 8 terabyte hard drive, a CPU, and a graphics card. They told me I did too many returns in a year and blocked my account. Hey, no, look, see, that's just wrong all day long. If you get crap and it doesn't, what happened to the customer is always right. Well, okay, sometimes we're not. Sometimes we get mad. We don't get our way. But if you know in your heart of hearts that that's crap, I don't see any reason why they can't take it back. I don't care how many times you had to return something. There are so many new companies out. And, all of them, especially if they're from China, all they're doing is copying the product that's been put on the market by a more reputable company. All they're doing is cloning it and putting it out there and saying it's theirs. But if you get crap, I mean, I'm not going to sit there and go, well, I guess I'll keep it. I'll just eat that money. Eat that money I gave out, no, It's not fair to the customer. My friend ordered a computer a lot like mine, and they got I think it was a slightly bigger Dell than what I've got, and it came with a keyboard, mouse, and 2 monitors, and both the monitors were smashed. Both the monitors, now they were bubble wrapped in this really weird looking. Think of the Michelin Man. Think of the Michelin Man. This stuff is like clear, it's bubbly, it's got tubes, and both of them were well wrapped. So that tells us that they were broken. They were broken before they were put in the wrapper. And Kentucky Goblin.
Hello there.
And I mean, he was hot. His wife was upset because she was needing it for work. And so they grabbed the old monitor from their previous computer. Their old computer just finally quit, but the monitor was still good. But they went round and around for 2 weeks trying to get those monitors replaced. So what have you been up to, neighbor?
Not a whole lot of much. Second, I got back from church and just kind of been laying around the house here.
Yeah. And I've been outside. I was outside off and on all day.
Yeah, it's a nice day for it.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad at all. I wasn't out much. I didn't stay around outside, linger around outside much. But what time I was out there, it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
I say if you was out there very long, you'd probably have to have a little small jacket on. But
well, I was on the west side of the house, so it was pretty warm. Sun on my back, but after dark, I didn't bother.
Happy Sunday back to you there, Carol. Oh boy, ain't gonna be there very long. I gotta get up early in the morning, so take her for her appointment and everything, and try to get you some nappy poo. Be up early in the morning. Oh boy. What are we talking about? Just anything in general, or what? Did I miss anything, or?
I was just talking about the whole mess with Timu and how they.
Oh, okay.
Well, it really wasn't Timu's fault. It was whoever was running that warehouse in Cucamonga, California.
Yeah, well,
Not even making that name up. Halo Cucamonga. I think that's what it said. I know it said Cucamonga. That stood out. I was like, always heard that name growing up, but I never thought it was real. But now I know it's a real place in
yeah,
California.
well, Ben is where it's located at. Kind of stands the reason why they're so stupid there. They need what the old saying goes. They need a checkup from the neck up.
Yeah,
Need a checkup
yeah,
from the neck up.
that's a bad way to do business. USPS. I mean, the post office. They had a label printed. They were sitting there just waiting for the vendor to.
That's a lack of integrity. You know, yeah, you pretty much if you got a good place where you buy things from, you better off just sticking with them.
Mhm.
Especially one place that you know it's you've not had any problems out of them. Stick with them. I mean, yeah, you shop around a little bit, but check their ratings. Well, this could be a one-off thing. It could not even happen again. But
That could very well be just that they had good good standing. They had 4 out of 5 stars, so I didn't think there was going to be a problem. But
yeah,
there's a good possibility they're short staffed. I mean, there's a lot of that going around.
could be. Well, they probably got them DEI hires, and they don't know a box from a staple. Well, where's this go? What am I doing here? That type of thing. Like I said, they need a checkup from the neck up.
Oh yeah, I think they should be grateful they have a job.
They don't appreciate it. They just go to draw a check, and a lot of them they will work at a place like that, and the employer is afraid to get rid of them, afraid to say anything to them, and they just do what they want. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, excuse me. I didn't take a nap today, and it shows.
You start dealing with ordering things online, you're going to have to expect that. That's the way things are now.
Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, but there's no shops,
I would be
shops
safe.
That kind of stuff,
I would be safe to say that probably the days of real good customer service is over with. You get what you get and like it.
You get what you get. You don't throw a fit.
Yeah, that's exactly what they say it anymore. And then they wonder, I wonder why nobody's buying our products through our company anymore. That's a mystery.
No, I rarely order off of eBay, but when I do, I make sure I'm actually getting it from a person who has very high ratings.
Yeah, eBay is a really tricky place.
Yeah, you gotta learn how to play it.
Yeah, you gotta pay attention to what you're doing on there.
I got that DX390 on eBay a few years back, and you know,
Yeah.
I paid $80 for it after shipping, and you know, almost $300 radio when it was brand new.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It
I
was
know that.
pristine when I got it, and unfortunately, I put it up in that closet. Didn't think, oh, the water heater's in there. Didn't think about the moisture get to it. Luckily, it didn't ruin the radio. Just colored the.
It's a wonder it didn't run it.
I was still kicking butt. Just I'll have to sand down that speaker grill and repaint it. But other than that, I mean, clean it up a little bit.
Yeah, all you have to do is on TeamU, just look at their pages. And they'll tell you everything you need to know about TeamU. Yeah, oh yeah, it looks good on the page, you know. But you get it, it ain't so hot. You know, that cheap crap slave labor products that they sell. And I can find better stuff at a drugstore.
All righty, Robin. It's great to have you in.
Cheers, yeah, cheers.
You have a good night, Robin.
Oh boy. No, I haven't done too much of anything. Just just usual Sunday stuff. And this week I'll be kind of a little busy, but not too bad. Some things to do at church, and then here at the house, I got a few things I'm gonna try to do this week. I don't know if I'll get to it tonight. I gotta work on my bathroom floor. I don't know if I'll try to do it this week or not. I'm kind of wanting to, but it's gonna be enough. Take me a few hours to get that done.
Ooh.
Oh boy, haven't. Was it you that got the troll last week? Your last live.
Oh, what?
Did you
What? No.
did you get that? Did you get a troll last week? Last live you had. I thought you did. You didn't let him up, but they were in there saying something.
Oh, yeah, I barely remember that.
Yeah, I do too. I was kind of wondering if I'd seen it on yours or somebody else's. Yeah.
Yeah, there's not a soul on the radio right now.
EMS movement is active a little bit. They're active. They had a possible suicide and another emergency, and somebody out there with a gun threatening to kill herself.
Oh, good grief.
Oh, well, they're not going to kill themselves. They're out there waving a gun around. They're not going to kill themselves. Not going to send law enforcement out there. EMS on standby, just in case he dead, which...
Oh,
they always do that anyway.
It was about a week ago they had a call like that.
There's a male subject, and
Yeah.
Yeah, they always do that.
Might even be the same person.
It could have been. I can't remember what they cut with the address, but yeah, you get them. They, you know, the only way he's going to kill himself is if he trips and falls down it on top of the gun. It goes off. He's not going to do it. A true person that's really going to do that is not going to want an audience. They're going to want to get off away from anybody to stop them if they're at that point to where they're going to do something like that. But generally, in that situation, it's just attention. It's all there. Like I told one time, I said, "Well, you're doing it all wrong. If you're trying to overdose, you're doing it totally wrong." You know, they sit here and bat their eye. I didn't know what to think about that because they're so used to you coddling them. You know, feel sorry for me. Blah blah blah. No. Here, drink this. Take this. You wait till you're almost at the hospital before you get to them. I mean, like you can see the hospital from out the window. That's how close you need to be, because they'll start puking and they'll puke all over the back of the truck. And then when you get them out, you very quickly grab them and throw them up on the hospital bed, and then it's yours now. And about that time, bleh.
Yeah.
Oh, they start cussing. Nurses would give them at their like charcoal. It's a heavier solution. They start playing. It's just nothing but black. Oh my God, it's a mess. But no, people like that out there in the yard waving a gun around, they're not going to shoot themselves. They're not going to commit suicide. No.
Mm.
I've been yeah. Well, air traffic's been a little bit busy, not in the last hour, but they were doing a lot of gibbering, and I guess they just died down. Oh boy. It'd be interesting, them radios you said you ordered, when they do come, seeing what they'll do.
Hey, welcome back, Pastor McCarty.
If you can ever get them, then we can be able to see what the range of them suckers are. You know, it might surprise you.
Yeah, then again, they might not be.
Hoop, what's a hoop?
Yeah. Sometimes even the best company out there could put out one product that's crap. All these cats drive me crazy. One wants in, two want out. Come on. Oh, it's dark out there. You really want out there? You don't care. You can see in the dark.
I put all mine's outside. They kept on. I got tired of opening the door and letting them out. I said, this time you're going to stay out until I decide to let you in. There's like every 10 minutes, you open the door. They come in the house about 10 minutes, walk back out. No, we ain't playing that game. By the time you sit down in the chair and get ready to watch a show or something, oh, they want to go out. I think they sit there and wait for you to get comfortable. No, we ain't playing that.
Pretty much. Oh, Paint. I mean, Sweet Pea, make up your mind, in or out. Right now, you're letting all the cold air in and heat out.
You're trying to heat up the outside, huh?
Huh?
You're trying to heat up the outside, huh?
Yeah. Doing a pretty good job of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got one decided she like going outside now a little bit. She's kind of going out for about 20 minutes. She'll come back in. She never did that before.
Yeah, it generally takes them a little bit, and once they find out they like it, they don't mind it so much. These here during the summertime, you can't hardly keep them out in. I mean, they don't want no part of the inside during the summertime or when it's warmer weather. But that's how cats are.
Passamaquoddy's a prepping maniac. Well, it says we got 12 watching, and there's not 12 in the chat. So if you're in the, can you stop that back there? If you're in the bushes, type of 1.
Or maybe they can't type.
Yeah, maybe it could be.
Maybe watching on television or something like that.
Meow.
I do sometimes. A lot of times I hardly ever watch it on anything YouTube on my computer.
I had a little power hiccup here. About 15, 20 minutes into my live, my power blinked twice. It was enough for the computer to restart.
Oh, that's not always good.
No, I'm assuming you probably weren't home.
No. What time was it today?
The hour and 13 minutes ago, I think.
Oh, sure. Probably, yeah.
Gear Grinder and Homestead Aquarius are two of the lurkers.
I mean, well, you figured they would be.
Caught you red-handed.
You're looking in the bushes.
Homestead didn't type 1, he typed Juan.
One, not Juan.
Juan Valdez.
He thinks he's in Mexico. We didn't call your name. Juan. Juan Valdez.
Someone's had it locked down for weeks on channel 30, 37, 38, lower sideband. They must be angry at their hobby. Let me see if I could. I'm going to actually make a full-length video out of this, but I'll just pull up what I recorded today. Oh, I heard a boop. Hold on.
Hey, once read a little bit of Ecclesiastes, and it'll tell you everything you need to know about people who tout too much.
Wow, looky here. It's the amazing gardening channel, Shawnee Groves.
Hello, humans all over the world. How are you?
I'm not human. Who told you I
What?
was human?
Okay, like life beings all over
Yeah.
the world. Is that the correct?
For some, that fits the profile.
Miss Sharon,
Some are not human.
Carol, Robert. Who else is in here? Tomcat. Which one's? Let me click that. What's that? Go to channel.
Yeah.
Tomcat's World. I don't think I've met you before. Hello.
To be human is not a general term.
God, I just have a mess over here at the desk tonight.
It's a term
It's
best
all right.
suited
You can't see it.
for
I just almost knocked my phone on the ground. Janet's here. What's up? I was just filming videos of me talking at my laptop to put out to the world. So you can hear me rant about life and gardening.
Sounds interesting and exciting too.
What we do at Shawnee Grows is we cannot stop talking about gardening. Oh, was Gear in here? Are you here, Gear?
Yeah, gears here.
Passamaquoddy. Sorry, what were you guys talking about? Radios?
I don't remember.
Yeah,
remember.
I'm fixed to. I'm going to share just a little clip here
Okay, I'm
of
ready.
a video that's it's well, it'll be in a full length video here soon. Let's see. So somebody is upset with their hobby. This is CB Radio channel 38 lower sideband. Can you see it?
Yeah.
What's supposed to be happening? Because I feel like it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing.
It is. You got listen. What the crap?
I don't know what I can't hear anything. What was I supposed to be hearing?
You couldn't hear it?
Yeah, I
Randall,
could hear something.
What am I supposed to hear, Barry?
Well, it's pointless now if it won't play the sound.
Like,
CB
is there
radio.
people
There's radio.
talking, or what am I supposed to be hearing? I
Yeah.
didn't hear people talking. I just saw sound waves.
Yeah, somebody was showing their rear end on the CB radio. They've had it locked down for weeks.
Oh, that's nothing typical. That's just.
I got it turned up as loud as it'll go, but just I'm curious. That's a recording. I wonder if I actually go to that SDR, pull it up, and see if they're still going. Let me pick one here in America. How about Pennsylvania? That sounds good.
Oh yeah, let's listen to somebody from Pennsylvania. So.
It would be kind of pointless. I'm sure it's coming out of the States. It would be pointless to use a UK receiver. So I don't know. I take that back. Somebody over in the UK heard it too. So whoever's doing it has got some power. I've changed my mind. I'm going to use a New York radio here. Let's see.
Sounds like they might need a checkup from the neck up.
They probably do. Let's see, 27,385. You should be able to hear that.
No, you got it on a waterfall effect.
Do what?
That's a waterfall effect.
Yes, but can you hear it?
No. Barely.
I just hear static radio sounds, Barry. Is that what I'm supposed to hear?
No. Yeah. So the propagation has changed. Conditions are different. You're not going to hear it at night. So
Yeah.
apparently, they're just really strong in the daytime.
Oh, I thought you meant it was something you had recorded and you was gonna
I
play.
did. I already played that, but nobody could hear it. So
I couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it.
anyway, this person is trying to jam the channel up, and it's been heard in the UK as well as here in America. So that tells me, yeah, they're running a lot of power.
I have a question.
Yeah.
What does jam a channel mean?
Oh my lord!
Keep
Come
it going.
on, just
No, it's a
Randall.
legitimate question from somebody who doesn't know
What?
the radio. That's a legitimate question. These people are just pretty much trying to block anyone from transmitting or receiving signals on the radio. They're pissed off at somebody or something, and they'll just lock it up and keep. Oh, they even do it in war. You know, Russia could be jamming Ukraine's radios by putting a sound on there and overpowering Ukraine's radios with more power than what Ukraine's using. It's been going on for years.
Like when that one channel was playing music, so nobody could talk on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like somebody don't know what they're talking about over there. Never mind.
Here or over there?
No.
Okay. How was your Christmas lights, Randall?
Christmas lights. It's not Christmas yet.
The tree. You were at the
I
whatever.
I ain't had a tree in 10 years.
What was your live stream about?
Christmas.
Yeah, and you were supposed to be looking at trees. I thought that had lights
Yeah,
on.
no, it was one of the part of the reasons.
And you were on a horse wagon.
Visiting the fort and
Okay.
no.
The point was the fort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Okay. Because I never made it back to the second one, so I don't know what I missed.
Well, shame on you.
I know.
I tell
I
you.
was busy.
Yeah. Well, that's a good excuse. Better than any. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I didn't. Done a little bit inside tour. A little bit.
Great.
That didn't last long.
Didn't. Okay.
No, I got tired.
New magazine, Northern
my Lord.
Gardener.
There's all kinds of pictures in it.
Well, you know. Yeah. Let's see. This is a good one. There's Carol. So, of course, I read that today while doing nothing with my feet up and getting served cake and tea. Because I have staff on Sundays named Mark. Where's the table of contents? I was going to read what was in it. Is this the table of contents? Escape the Tropics. What?
You can't hear me when my mic's muted.
No, you're totally muted. Are you talking?
I was sitting there telling you.
What'd you say?
Huh?
I can't hear nobody.
Sensory gardens, horticulture therapy. These are things that we're going to be talking about on the channel because this is inspiration.
Well,
right?
Mark was waiting on you. Wait, I didn't miss your birthday or something, did I?
No.
Okay. She don't have a birthday. She was just.
I'm special and I deserve things.
Oh,
okay?
wait. Hold that back up again.
Okay, hold on. There's a glare, so I'm trying to make it.
I think Carol's gone to a place that looks an awful lot like that.
That looks like it's down in the Bahamas.
This is in Minnesota.
Oh, well,
Well,
it might well be. All of
In-
Somalian is taking over.
inside. Are we getting political right now? Because okay.
Well, I would. I'll take the fact.
Well, they've been here. They came here in the Barry. Are we talking about this right now?
I didn't even know that. I didn't even
Oh,
know
I
it.
know it. I know
Let's-
all about it.
let's,
course
let's,
it is.
if we're going to be political, let's be carefully political.
Carefully
So
careful.
they all
I'm-
came a lot of different times, like the 60s and the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s. And so that's at least 25 years they've been here. And if y'all
Oh.
didn't fill out the proper paperwork, shame on you. That's what I have to say.
Well, that's the way I would generally look at it.
So. Oh, they talked about exposure, like taking photos in a different way with the plants. So that was cool. Good night, Tomcat. Get some rest. Positivity for all. I like it.
Take a real high dose of.
What you got,
Yeah.
Randall?
Take it
Keeper of the
easy,
numbers.
Take it easy.
Let's see.
You gonna show us something?
Don't let the sound of your own
Oh, this
Where
was
was
a
that? Let's
we
see.
did a sensory garden layout. Oh, where's my hand? There we go. Like we talked about before on the channel in a plant list. Okay, I'm putting it down now.
Farmer's
Oh,
Almanac.
you get the 2026?
Yeah, I got this.
Yes!
It didn't cost me that.
That's on my wish list. Amazon wish
I got
list
that-
over at the channel.
I got this at my bank.
Somebody, what? Is it the big print version? Hold it up. What do we got?
No,
It's the regular print version. There's a big print version for the people of age that need that.
I don't need nothing like that.
I know. I want to get one and then read it on the channel.
I
Let's see.
fall in that category, unfortunately.
That you need the big print.
Yes, very much so.
It's okay.
Actually,
Well, for my zone, Region 7,
Mm-hmm.
for December, average temperature 36, below average 3 degrees. Rain and snow on the 8th and 9th. 10 through 18, sunny, then snowy showers. Really, from the looks of this, it's not really given. Of course, I don't go by it, but it's fun to read it anyway. I had things marked in here.
I didn't look at Carol's conversation while I was holding up the pictures, and then she asked me something, and I'm so sorry.
It starts getting cold in January, 32.
Yeah.
1 through 10, snowy east, sunny west. It's like a movie or something. Very cold, 11 to 20. Sunny east, isolated showers west. Turning warmer. And let's see, the 25th to the 26th, snow and rain, chilly. Flurries in the west, especially Minnesota, it says. Yeah, but from the looks of it, the next, January and February, no big, deep blizzards, according to the almanac, for my area.
Okay, Carol, this is the answer for you. Crepe ginger, black-stemmed colocasia, tropical water lilies,
What?
Pragmipedium orchids in the palm dome. Those are some of the plants that were in the picture.
this is
Canna lily.
America. We speak English.
Latin is happening.
We ain't
Sorry.
no Latin channel.
I'm just
Latin.
Speak English. You're in America.
America.
Yeah, we're American. You
Oh,
speak English.
Carol, the ocean is getting so effed up because of the humans. I know. I don't see Gear's comment. What did Gear say? Creeks and rivers, lakes
Osmosis.
are nasty. We are the land of the lakes,
Osmosis.
and I can concur. Lakes get nasty.
What would you want osmosis of Latin?
To just absorb it for her plant talk. It's a useful language and when you're on horticulture. Randall.
Whatever.
I heard you talking about the busyness of the emergency radio, and it's fascinating. I'll never get sick of hearing that. The emergencies that come across, it's just I could hear that every day. I don't know why.
Not if you had to experience it every day.
I could never be an EMT like you did. That is why we are not an EMT over here.
Yeah, no, not for me either.
I did go through and get my bag packed for I call it my nurse's bag, even though I don't have a degree. It's just stuff for medical situations. Since we're going to be all together for the holidays this week, I like to have it with. Or if we were to travel or to camp, I bring that bag, and I dumped it all out and re-went through it this week. Check that off.
Yeah, around here, stomach flu and stuff like that's going around.
Oh no! What?
Not here yet, but I know several got it.
There was a YouTube channel where their whole house, like 7 people, 9 people,
right.
all had stomach flu, and
They
they haven't
bring
been
it-
sick.
They bring it from the schools, and
Blech.
kids come home and they pass around that nice little germ, and they don't know they got it until it's too late.
It's in the house, it's like a
You
horror
can get-
movie.
When you go to the store, you can grab that cart
Anywhere. Yeah.
and nasty. People
It's
probably blow their nose on their hand, and
when
Push
you
cart.
when you only have one toilet, it gets a little tricky.
It's not just the cart, the packages. You pick up an item off the shelf.
well, that's true
Yep,
too.
yep. Mhm.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, Carol, there's a big domino effect that's going to happen with these data centers for AI stuff. I'm reading the chat. Someone created a toilet that's built into an old carousel horse. The comment under that shirt was hilarious. Just asking Homestead. Welcome to this show with Storms, Shawnee, and Randall.
Just asking.
Just asking Homestead, yep. I ran out of a beverage, so I guess I'll be right back.
So, what would you build a toilet inside of a carousel horse? That makes no sense. People got more time than they got sense, I think. I mean, what are you gonna do? Get up on? Oh, I gotta go poop. So you get up on the carousel horse and just act like you're riding it around and around and pooping at the same time. Gross.
All right then. Yeah.
Well, I know Barry likes doing things like that. Which
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
if you look at it one way, it is kind of cool. I do get that part, but
There's a lot of berries in the world.
well, unfortunately, there is. Yeah, I know of 2. No, 3, counting Barry Mallow.
Oh yes, the guy with the
And I
extra
know you're Barry.
huge nose. Yeah.
And I know another Barry at church. That's the only 3 Barrys I know.
How you doing? Just asking. Because I'm just asking. How you doing? Yeah, I heard the other what was shoot. Might have been in a chat.
You'd paint the walls, wouldn't you, Carol? That'd be kind of weird, have that in your house. Where's the bathroom? Somebody would come to visit. Where's the bathroom? Or even better, if they was coming like for Thanksgiving dinner, can you tell me where the bathroom is? You'd be pointing towards that carousel. What? Right there. Oh God. Don't worry, we'll put a curtain in between you and everybody. Nobody will see you.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm doing better than I deserve sometimes, I believe. But yeah, I'm good. Just asking.
Somebody having seizures at the jail.
Oh, for God's sake.
Back-to-back seizures at the jail, female.
Heard, I don't know if it was live stream or if it was in a chat for live. Someone said one of the family members come down with COVID.
Oh, it's going around. I've heard it. Different people,
yeah, they said
claim they got it. That's what the
so
doctor
there's
told me.
supposed to be more potent strain of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know how that goes.
It's a respiratory virus to start with. And if you treat it, a little bit differently, you can avoid being too sick. Yeah, there is. I've heard a couple, two, three talking about it. That it is going around, but it's not very frequent.
Yeah.
COVID.
Oh my God, is that Ham? You just suddenly became my bestest buddy, Shawnee.
Yeah, Carol, it probably felt like you did, but yeah, of course they're going to test you negative. They're not going to get any money out of it, so they don't care.
I made broth to make ham soup and then was too lazy to make the soup berry. So tomorrow maybe I'll get that done. So that's why I'm just going to chew on a piece of ham instead of the ham soup. Because I also didn't make ham and potatoes like I was supposed to.
And why not?
Do you like?
Why not?
So have you made split pea soup with ham in it?
Yeah.
You're awesome.
I
That's
have.
the way I do it.
I really like a good ham and bean soup with barley. And then obviously like carrot, celery, and stuff. So that's probably the way I'm going to do it tomorrow. Because I have barley on hand.
Yeah.
So. Infected.
Yeah, they're not really. It's funny how that is. They're not really too enthused about it. Since they haven't been getting any money from it.
Passamaquoddy is like, yeah, no one's sticking a Q-tip up my nose. I was forced to. They threatened me with, you're not going to be able to have your baby in the room with you when I gave birth. And so I had to do the Q-tip up the nose. BS.
Yeah.
Yeah, so much fun.
And there was another situation where I had to force my kid to do it because he needed emergency surgery, and they said they weren't going to give him the surgery unless he had the test. So I had to sit there through that. Like, I don't want to talk about it.
Carol. I think it's a bunch of bull crap.
I'm just going to go back here to this comment right here, and I'm just going to say that she's got a beautiful smile as well. So let's not leave that part out. I'm going to see if she blushes easily. Well, I can't see her blushing, can I? Yeah. I think her name's Nikki. Isn't it, Nikki? Just asking. Yeah, she's got a gorgeous smile, but I'll leave it at that. I don't want to sound like some weird pervert.
No, we don't. We wouldn't think that.
Keisha, cool.
So who's wrong? It was,
Memphis. No, not Memphis. Let's see.
I had my pneumonia shot about 2 years ago. I ain't gonna get no more flu shots. No.
Yeah,
I'd
you said
rather-
you got really sick.
I'd rather had the flu. If I'd had the actual flu, it wouldn't have been half as bad. You know. Ah, man.
Yeah,
The next
I
year,
was told years ago when they diagnosed me with the muscular dystrophy to avoid the flu shot at all cost. They said it would not be good.
no, they asked me the next year, well, do you want your flu shot? No. Why not? I said, I'd rather have the flu. Wouldn't have been near as sick. I don't think.
I've never had it more than like 24 hours.
God, this thing here lasted me all week, just about. Man, I would feel like crap.
I know that's not what she meant. It's so funny. It wrote dandruff. I know that's not what you meant.
Dandruff, zinc. Yeah.
Dandruff and zinc.
Damn you, autocorrect. That's not what she said.
No, might be. Dandruff, zinc. There you go.
If that was the case, we'd all stop using Head and Shoulders because we could just scratch our head and have all kinds of zinc. Did I get your email? Oh, don't know, Miss Sharon, but I will look, and very good chance that it's probably in the spam if I've never received mail from you. But I'm looking right now. You all carry on. Ah, there it is, top row.
What have you been doing, Shawnee, here lately? Outside of being an annoyance on YouTube. She's talking and can't say nothing, Barry. She's chewing.
Ah, okay. Yeah, message received, Sharon. Thank
Here
you.
it comes. Here it comes. She's getting ready to give me a mouthful. Are you done chewing? Wait a
Just
minute.
been
Wait. Are you done chewing?
raising children over here, Randall, not
Because you
gardening
don't-
because it's winter.
You don't want to get too excited. You
Fall.
might get choked.
What have I been doing? Planning Thanksgiving. I'm the one cooking Thanksgiving, so I've been making sure I have cleaned the place that we're having it at and making sure I have all the things to set the table figured out and wrote the clipboard of an order of what day does what. Like we had to take the turkey out and put it in the fridge. That's done.
Yeah. It's nice to know that they rely on you for that, you know.
To me, yeah, for 10 people.
And imagine what they would do if you wasn't around to cook for Thanksgiving.
I don't know what they would do.
They'd be like, McDonald's?
Yeah.
We're going to get one from McDonald's or something.
Can you imagine? I can see it now on TV. McDonald's has a brand new meal, the McTurkey. It's like
Big turkey, yeah.
it's a Thanksgiving meal, and it's served to you in a styrofoam container.
With a side order of cranberries.
Yeah, Mick cranberries.
Yeah, hey, be quiet, Barry. You don't want to give them no ideas. Because they're liable to come up with, we never thought of that. You know.
Hey, if they do that, they better give me a cut. No, I ain't talking about the food, 'cause I won't eat that.
Cooking, if you're the only one cooking, Shawnee, that's a job.
Yeah, I'm actually, so last year, this is my second year learning how to do this because
Yeah.
normally people much older than me take care of this, but they've
Mhm.
all passed away. And so, like last year, I did it all in one day, and I very quickly learned like that's not how my body wants to cook. And so this year, there's things I'm cooking or prepping the day before, and then we'll reheat when the
Mhm.
turkey's resting. So I don't
Right.
know. It still feels
That's
really exhausting though.
We had last year. We had on our Thanksgiving. We had some turkey there, but really, we had soup and stuff. That's all we had. That's all we. That's what everybody wanted. So we didn't,
I'm
it was
excited for the day after when I can make turkey soup.
it
Yep.
was just it was just nothing.
Ugh.
What the
oh no.
crap?
But the cat, I think the cat scared her.
But it did.
Cat probably just did Turbo probably just did something not so
It
smart.
probably,
It
if she
was the
wasn't,
cat. Turbo.
I just what I just said. It was Turbo probably just did something not so
he
smart.
was trying. He was trying to get that place. What he was trying to do.
Yeah, he knocked
Yeah.
my whole plate down.
Uh-huh.
I was trying not to.
I
Anyways,
got one. I got one that suddenly wants attention. Hey,
Yeah, I know.
Pastor
Homestead. That was
McQuarrie
pretty funny.
says I need to make room in my fridge to put the turkey to thaw. I have it at the garden property in that fridge.
Yeah, you know.
Janet, it wasn't a spider this time, but now you're freaking me out a little.
There could be one around our clothes. You need to look.
I know. I just put my feet up on my chair because
Well, that ain't gonna stop it. It'll climb right up your chair, back of your chair.
The pies are being purchased from a restaurant, so hopefully my sibling can handle that. But yeah. And I'm putting things on the table that we normally don't have with our food.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm just gonna listen to everybody complain about that, and I'll let y'all know how it goes next time I
Well,
see
you know what I would do? I'll say, if he started saying too much, say, hey, next year you can cook it.
Well, and because I am gonna be cooking, I'm not really available to use proper
I just
redirecting with
missed
the
it.
kids.
I like how that works out every year, something like that.
What are you doing?
So I'm like prepping a bag for the kids of stuff to keep them occupied because I don't do well when other people try to redirect my kids and I feel like they do it wrong because if you haven't met me, I'm a little controlling, and so
No.
I'm just trying to set myself up to be able to do it.
I wonder. I would have thought other things, but not
Yeah.
I
that.
don't really think it's so much controlling. I think it's you have a way to do things, and if it's not done that way, then it's not right.
I always want to educate everyone in the room with me. If you guys haven't gathered that either. So when they say a sentence wrong to my kids, I want to throw
I would
my
assume you're
5
not very
cents
favorite. You're not
at
very,
them.
you're not the most favorite person.
And then I have to just go outside.
Yeah, yeah. I would say, yeah.
Pastor McQuarrie has a 12-pound. I'm gonna do a 16-pound turkey
I'm,
stew.
I'm not sure. Like I can't make up my mind whether I want to get a ham or a turkey. I honestly haven't had a good baked ham in forever.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm really leaning
Well-
towards, huh?
Some places have a thing right now where if you buy a turkey, you get a free ham.
Oh,
Seen that near you? Because I would do that.
I mean, it would fit in my freezer if I take
I was just gonna ask, is your freezer empty? Because I know what size freezer you have.
Yeah, well, even yeah, it's empty. Yeah, because I emptied it tonight. I had the last little bit of chicken.
Pastor McQuarrie says it wouldn't fit in my oven. I'm using an electric roaster to do my
But
turkey.
I still haven't bought a burner for my oven,
Right.
so I have to think along the lines of toaster oven,
Yep.
which would take a little bit longer. But
Hmm.
it's got an air.
Do you not want to buy a crock pot?
I
Cook it in a crock pot.
can't do it this month. I probably next, but
Okay.
even the Dollar General one, it's a little out of my comfort zone right now. But thank you, Kinetic, thank you for that surprise bill this month.
Right. I know. My
No,
internet
well, Barry,
has doubled.
Huh?
Life's full of surprises.
Yeah, well, those aren't the ones you want, you know.
Well, let's.
I was probably the same. I probably had the same reaction you did when they raised your insurance.
Oh, I
No.
no. If there was a seismic fault running through Liberty that day, I would have probably set it off. That's how bad it was. I bet I think their glass that's in their windows there, I think it's shockproof because otherwise I think I would have shattered it. What? Yeah, I can imagine it's very.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a ham. Definitely. Yeah.
I like ham
It's
decent.
in my head now that you're eating ham, and I haven't had it for a while because I don't consider a package of, cold cuts.
No,
It's not the same.
no.
Ham and pasta, ham and potatoes, ham sandwich, ham and eggs, ham, all of it.
Uh,
Green eggs and ham.
I might have to get a bag of split peas. So what's left over? Because there's no way I'm going to eat that much. It's way too much sodium at one sitting. I'll get split peas, and I will make some split pea soup. Grab me some containers, and store some of that. Because I don't make just a little pot of soup. I make a lot so I can, them days where you don't really want to cook, but you could grab something and just thaw it out, and it'll be ready when it's hot.
That's right.
Soup is great for that. You know that as well as anybody.
Soup
Once in a
life.
while,
Oh,
I
yeah.
like ham during the year.
I make a ham once a month because it's a thing on our rotation.
I had pork chops. It was pork loin, but there were pork chops from Walmart. I had those probably last month, and I don't know. It was good, but it wasn't like what I was hoping for.
I
It
don't
just-
like pork chops or pork loin.
Yeah.
I don't.
Do you like it? You don't. So you wouldn't like it roasted?
Mark eats a pork loin on the grill
Oh, okay.
Once
It's
a
good that way. Yeah.
because he'll get buy one, get one free. We watch
Yeah.
for that.
Sometimes, and I've noticed this too, the ones that are in the package that are already marinated are sometimes cheaper than that ham that you get that's in like that purple cellophane foil thingy. The certain little part of me is thinking, because I've seen stores do this, not necessarily Walmart, but the meat's about to go and they kind of marinate it, so hoping that the extra salt will make it last a little longer, so someone will buy it. I would probably mess up canning. I could see that. I think
Buy me a canner this year. I'm gonna buy it for next year.
They should be on sale, Randall.
I'm
Around
gonna
this
get the
time of
kind
year.
you sit around top of a open fire. My aunt had one that you could sit her up on top of the open fire or a regular oven, but open fire is better. You get you a big thick piece of steel. Make you a fire pit outside. Set that on top of it. Wait till that gets good and hot. Boy, you can can till you get tired of it. You'll never want to look at another can. You lie. Get that fire going good.
my family always, like when Mom would bake a ham, she would put cloves. Like poke, this is an old thing people used to do years ago, is poke the cloves into the ham. And then brown sugar, something else. Can't think. I think it's brown sugar and butter. So while it's baking, you just scoop that out of the bottom of the pan and pour it back over top. Oh, that just made me think, Randall.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been a long time since I had one. They're expensive. Is a honey bake.
Oh yeah, I like them.
They got a honey baked ham down in Somerset.
Yeah, I like them. $100.
I had them from that store down there before. Boy, they were God, they were so good.
Yeah.
Spiral cut.
We got a pin ham down on 70 going toward Campbellsville. It's pin ham. You've heard of that, ain't you? That's where they're from. That's where their main place is, right down there off 70 down through there.
I've heard of it. I didn't realize they were here.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, they were down there together. It's not as big a outfit as you think it is.
I can't remember. Yeah. Okay, Janet. Yeah. Mom did put pineapples on it. Yeah. And I think at some point she quit doing it. She just used that brown sugar. But she had a lot of kids to feed. 5 sisters and 2 boys, so yeah. That woman cooked for a couple of days for holiday meals. She got all the minor stuff out of the way, like the baking and the big stuff got, like the turkey or the ham, got taken care of on that holiday, like Christmas.
Nah, shoot, you can have a turkey if you want it, but we always, last couple of years, our main dishes was just soup, stuff like that. Soup sandwiches, maybe some desserts, stuff like that. Maybe we'd have turkey there, but, no big deal.
Yeah, Carol, you gotta master that canner, because then you'll have stuff you can look back at and say, yeah, I'm ready. Next hurricane comes along. It's just something you got to think about down there in Florida. We just get the runoff. We tend to get the storms that roll right up through the eastern states and pretty much dump it right here in Kentucky when it's done. It might float off to the northeast, but yeah, for the most part, you guys get hurricanes in Florida, we get the runoff. So you bet we'll have a week of rain. Carol, I like dried soups that are they're already mixed up, dehydrated veggies in them. The seasoning and everything is in there. You just add water. You tend to have to cook them longer, but that's because you're rehydrating everything. That's something I could pick up for winter. that they, for one person, one of those bags could make several meals. No, yeah, Carol, it's definitely something to be thankful for. We didn't have a hurricane, but there's always next year. And if it's if Kentucky weather's any indication, if we didn't get it this year, we'll pay for it the next. But I think we've been blessed so far. This fall's been pretty mild. It's one thing I've noticed. Sometimes I'll take like the creamy mac and cheese. That's the one that's got the cheese already mixed in a pouch. I might use the noodles for something else, and I'll put that cheese up, and I'll use it. But one time I made a mistake. This past summer, I made a mistake, and I bought a can of Campbell's cheddar cheese. That taste, yeah, it had such a metallic taste to it. You could tell if you ever saw it come out of the can, you would have tasted your first taste. You would have said that come out of a can. So I let it get good and hot, and then I couldn't tell it came out of a can anymore. But yeah, ooh, that's the problem with the canned stuff. Sometimes it takes on that flavor. Oh wow, Carol. Seems like the coyotes are looking for food. So wherever they were before, the food's run out. There's been a little bit of deer hunting going on in the valley.
Yeah.
Like somebody up the road towards 78. Someone must have been burning trash. Boy, it stunk over here. Hazy, and it had that plastic garbage bag smell to it.
Oh yeah.
At first I thought the woods was on fire. I was looking. I was out there putting that antenna up, and I was getting it all ready to stand up, and I was like, "Why is it so hazy?" Back up towards that ridge behind me, and it wasn't till I cleared. I was away from my place. I could smell that trash burning. I was like, "Oh Lord, somebody's burning garbage." But couldn't tell which way it was coming from. Yeah, it's most usually, Carol. That's most usually why you start to see the wildlife like that you don't normally see. It's just because they've run out of food, and they go where they know it's easy pickings. Yeah, Olmsted says iguanas have something new to worry about. Yeah. Yeah, they'll eat cats. And don't think a fox won't either. A fox will tear up a cat too if it gets the opportunity. I've lost a few cats over the years. It's a very good possibility. That's what happened. We have fox in this valley. Wolf in 2025. Yeah, well, it's a food chain, isn't it? Coyotes eat foxes, and foxes eat cats, and cats eat mice and rats. Yeah, there's always something bigger that eats something smaller, on down to the smallest creature. Can't really be surprised by anything out here. It is, we are out in the country. Even downtown Lexington, right there, outskirts of Lexington, they've had black bears pop up in their backyard.
Oh, yeah.
People lose their mind over it. That's like, this happens at least once a year. I don't know why y'all are so surprised. Lexington's building up too. They can only go out in a circle. They can't keep building up. They have to build out. So as that circle gets bigger and bigger, the wildlife's habitat gets smaller and smaller. And I think sometimes it's kind of out of spite. They're just like, okay, well, we'll teach the humans. We'll come and eat out of their garbage or kill their cat or whatever,
Yeah, they tend to do that. That's for sure. I ain't had to be bothered with any coons or possums for probably about 2 months now. I think the coyotes keep them pretty much liquidated, shall we say. Yep. That's good for tomorrow.
And Robert, I haven't forgot that you had a question about Linux, and yeah, I've had my phone turned off, and for good reason. My phone has been ringing off the damn table with these spam calls. It's all I could call it. Is exactly what it is, the spam calls. Like I've got a list on my phone of numbers I've blocked, and they must have 1,000 numbers. They could, the same robotic voice, and now they got two different sales pitches now.
Oh yeah.
And they're all Kentucky numbers. Hey,
I've been listening. I had to block, I get a call every day, and I've just started hitting I think it's called block. And then they'll call with a number, it's 2 digits off. And I'll just block that one. That's every day, like Miss Sharon said.
I just want to apologize if anyone's tried to contact me in any way, shape, or form. That's why. You have to do something to stop it. The only way I could think to do that is just turn the damn phone off. You know, it's insane, and you have to listen to the whole sales pitch and answer all their stupid questions just to get to a human being. And I don't want to, I don't want to waste my time doing that. So I'll finally just get pissed. I'll say no to all their questions. Oh, okay. Well, maybe we'll talk another time. No, stop calling me. Okay. Have a nice day. Because it's a robot. It's like, give me an option to opt out permanently. But no, they don't give you that option. You would have to listen to the whole sales pitch from the robot before you get a human being on the phone line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can just hit the power button when the call comes, and it makes it shh, so I don't hear the ring anymore because I'm not answering it.
Oh, they've been hard at it. I mean, one of them is, do you have Medicare Parts A and B? No. Oh, you don't qualify. Blah, 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 blah. Goodbye. Well, okay, but you're just going to call back, tomorrow or later in the evening. And sure enough, evening comes around. Here's the same phone calls, the same damn thing, except the same voice has a different name. Like, Shawnee, if you called me, I would know your voice. But if you said you were Tammy, I would be like, bullshit. You're not fooling me. It's the same
fooling you.
voice.
Yeah.
Don't do like I do, Barry. When they call, I'll just leave this. I'll just hit the answer button, and if I'm watching TV, I'll just sit right down next to the TV and continue watching my program. They're after well,
Hey, popcorn.
I'll be watching a western, with a lot of gunshots and stuff like that, and then I'll sit there down and be like in their ear hole, and like, pow, pow, what are they doing over there? Are they shooting each other or something?
Hatfields and McCoys.
Yeah, I'll be like, God, I ain't coming back here again.
Yeah,
Right.
I was on Popcorn's channel today. I was comparing his reception to mine. He was hearing all kinds of stuff I wasn't hearing.
Anxiety. He's having an anxiety attack. 23-year-old male having chest pains? No.
That person, was that the one that was?
No.
Let me think here.
This is a different one. You're not picking none of that up?
I got it on, but I wasn't paying attention to it. I was looking at 913. I was trying to think of what. I watched so much stuff. I probably should just stay off YouTube for a week. It's really bad. I made some kind of sarcastic remark, didn't I, Popcorn? Anyway, chicken nipples. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Chicken
I
nipples.
heard that handle. I was laughing my ass off. It's the chicken nipples. Oh my God, of all the handles. Well, you got 21's dirty diaper. He goes by dirty diaper. Oh Lord.
Yeah, it's a wild name. Penny
Hey,
Snatcher.
welcome back.
Penny,
Just
Penny Snatcher. We know who that was, don't we?
oh, panty stretcher. Yeah,
Penny. Oh, that was Penny Snatcher.
yeah.
Might have been Penny Stretcher.
He
Yeah, that could have been it.
well, he liked to switch it around sometimes, depending who he was
Yeah.
talking to.
Yeah. Yeah, he had all kinds of little handles out there. Yeah, it's like chicken nipple. That's that's not offensive at all, is it?
Yeah, I've talked to Nose Picker. Yeah, sure have. I lived in Waynesburg at the time. I had quite a bit of power back then, though. Now I just run a straight radio.
Oh,
I never thought of any, wild names for a CB handle. I went by Maverick because I was driving a Maverick at the time that I thought of the handle. So I was driving a Ford Maverick. It was a grabber. It had that 302 in it. And seemed like it ate through tires like you wouldn't believe.
chest pains and dizziness. Has a history of passing out. Anxiety. Chest pains and dizziness. Maybe lay off that meth, he'd be all right. Might calm down a little bit, you reckon? He's getting all excited. Maybe that's what it is. He's out there mowing his yard in the dark, and he got too overly exerted.
Oh, Carol, send some of that over here. Slippery on bark and honey tea. My mom used to make that for me.
Slippery on bark.
Oh yeah, Wee Willie Whomping Wizard. That was a handle a friend of mine had up in Ohio. But he would use that when he was aggravating somebody. We get somebody on the CB that was acting up, and he would they would go, well, who am I talking to anyway? He's like, they call me Wee Willie Whomping Wizard. His real name was One Eye because one of his eyes was blind, so he went by One Eye Jack. We had a great bunch of guys in Harrison, Ohio. Talked on Channel 12 for years. Went to Hardee's for CB get-togethers or meetings or whatever they wanted to call it.
You belong to a CB club.
Yeah, I belonged to two.
Hmm.
I think one's disbanded. I don't know about the other one. Ranger Club, it was sideband. 5629 was my numbers. And then the Thunderbolt Club was Channel 12 AM. 257 was my Thunderbolt number. I didn't pick the numbers, they gave them to me. Whatever number was next. Yeah, CB break.
I don't have a clue what my handle would be for CB.
Oh, I know. But I'm not going to say it. It's not going to be a. See, CB handles are not supposed to be nice.
Put it in the private chat then, Randall.
Give me about 30 minutes and I'll crank up one.
Okay. I'll set the timer.
Miracle Whip. I think, yeah, you've been advertising that for a while, Popcorn, haven't you? CB
Miracle Whip. Yeah, good call of that. Miracle Whip sounds like a good name. Not one I would have picked, but close.
Passamaquoddy's father-in-law gave her the handle Tinkerbell. Oh, hi, Tiger. What's the matter? Is it so bad? Oh, you don't have it that bad. Just see, your problem is that you want to take up the whole desk, including the mouse and keyboard.
Oh, crap.
I'm very rude. I've been getting on I got on the radio today for a little bit after I put the antenna back up. And I was telling people I was on my solar powered CB radio.
Solar powered?
Yeah, I said that a couple times.
Solar powered?
I said that a couple times and said, I'm on my solar powered CB radio, just like that little 5e. Let's try to draw them out.
Yeah, it's easy when you know how.
Yeah.
They don't take much. For the most part, people that's on the CB radio, there's an exception, which is a small exception, but the rest of the people on there have some kind of degenerated mental issue. If you listen to them for very long, you can pretty much nail it down. They got I tell you what, Sigmund Freud would have a field day trying to psychoanalyze any of them. He'd probably give up after about 30 minutes. Especially 505. You're nothing but a schizophrenic psychopath. Which is pretty close to it.
Keisha, I've got both males and female cats.
Yeah, when you're dealing with, the internet's sort of like a CB radio, but not really. Kind of, different people on here and stuff. CB radio is bad though. You could sit there and shake your head. My God. And you go, well, why haven't these people been locked up in the nut house somewhere? It's just pathetic.
I just often think, I consider the internet the internet is a more, I don't want to say refined, maybe a more advanced version of what CB is.
Mm-hmm.
CB's fun despite what, despite the fact that you've got lunatics out there. Some of them are. But the internet took it 10 steps further. I mean, they just,
oh God, yeah.
It's exaggerated. It's over the top, and a lot of times you can see them where you might talk to. I mean, I've never met Popcorn. One day that might happen, or it might never happen. There's a lot of people I met over the years on the CB that I'll never meet. But on the internet, there's like a 50-50 chance that you're going to see that person. You're going to be like, oh my God, they're just as stupid as they sound. You know, it's like,
I thought that about the CB too, and then when you actually met them, yep, I was right.
and then,
I didn't miss it.
there's, but
I
you know,
didn't miss it.
there's a lot of good people on,
Yeah, there's a lot of good people on there.
you know, and you know,
They
I've met
were.
just,
They were.
yeah. I think a lot of them just quit because of all the
All right,
trouble.
Shawnee. Well, see you later, Shawnee. You're heading out to the kitchen, I guess.
Sorry if we bored you with the radio talk, Shawnee.
We talking radio. We're talking shop. Yeah.
Oh, she's just hungry. Totally get that. Yeah.
It's just a psychological thing. You know, CB radios are psychological. If you don't have a broad shoulders, you better not even get on there and carry on a conversation for long. If you're easily to get offended, then you shouldn't have a CB radio. It's a lot of mind tricks, and if you spend a lot of time listening instead of talking, you can learn a lot. And then you can use that to your advantage. You know, I used to do that quite a bit, to sit back and listen, and not even keep the mic up for 2 weeks at a time, sitting there.
Yeah, we had a good group, and some of them have just either quit or they passed away. Now there's 3 of us, me and Randall and his brother. We talk on FRS a lot, but it's because we're all on the same road, you know. But oh my goodness, look at that. Thank you so much, Miss Sharon. Oh,
Yeah.
just does.
CB radios are not for everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Especially after I gave that correct criteria out. If you're easily offended, then it's probably best you don't get in there and get into an argument with somebody, because they're going to say anything and everything to get the one up on you. And after a while, that's why I say the listening technique comes in handy. You can listen and learn.
Yeah,
it's just 3 of us on that here that are close that we can hear. But
we got popcorn. We got a bunch on 4. Is it?
Yeah.
4 GMRS that think their crap doesn't stink, and they act like they own that channel. We all know that isn't the case. Nobody owns these channels. But that's the bunch. I guess they must be made of money. They sure act like it.
Well, I've been threatening several times just to go down on that channel, just talk, you know. And if they said anything, I said, well, you know, bite me. You know.
That's a bunch that popcorn. That's a bunch that likes to they'll ride up and down the road sometimes, and they'll get this attitude like they're the they're all that, and they'll talk about people's houses and this, that, and the other, just like they are just like they're the cream of the crop. I just I'll show anybody respect, whether it's in person or on the radio or the internet or whatever.
Well, I will too.
If they start, and if I hear them say something about somebody I know or their house or whatever, that changes things.
Yeah, they shouldn't have made that mistake.
But I'm not going to let anyone run my friends down. That's for sure. My friends can defend themselves, but if they're not there to hear it,
Yeah.
I'm going to say something. Might bring the heat on me, but oh well. I'm a Gen Xer. I don't care.
I could care less, as long as they talking and conducting themselves right in front of me, you won't see me, speak a harsh word or anything like that. But if they start that crap, then yeah.
That's there are some like that down here, Popcorn, that are on GMRS, and they got repeaters.
Oh yeah.
Boy, they just, I mean, there's one, I got permission to use his repeater. No one uses the damn thing. I was the only one. I'd key up once in a while to see if anyone would come back. Nope, not a soul. And then I found out through their YouTube channel that they use it to recruit people for ham radio. Which, okay, that's not a bad thing, but it's also kind of expensive way to bring people into amateur radio. I just don't. I guess because I can't afford to do it myself. I just think it's God, Cat.
I would say to answer Carol's question on that, I would say CB or GMRS radios would be the first line. Ham is also a good thing, but as of right now, of course, you have to have a license for that. But if it went sideways, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. But for the basic GMRS and CB,
yeah, I have to agree with that. Yeah, I would definitely go with GMRS and CB.
yeah.
FRS is in that GMRS category because they both share the same frequencies. It's just power levels are different, but yeah, totally. Now I wouldn't count on repeaters working for very long in a shit hit the fan or grid down situation. It's just not going to happen. It's just, honestly, Carol, to answer that question, honestly, I would use both because
I'd use both.
One might not yield any results, and then you just jump onto the other. So
you want to switch back and forth.
Also, CB radio carries further when conditions are right. So even if you're not on there to talk, you might learn something if you just sit and listen because conditions might change. And even if they're in another state, you can still understand what's going on in the world around you. And you're like, okay, someone in Kansas just said that the place is leveled. Nobody's got any food. Something like that. That's just an example. Yeah. Well,
Sideband's better.
Yeah.
Sideband would be a lot better. And they're pretty inexpensive. Walmart has them. Little Cobra 19s, little bitty things. about the size of them radios we got, Barry. Walmart still got them up there.
Do what?
Them Cobra 19s, they still got them up there.
Yeah, I saw that. They got a whole package, mobile package, with that radio and antenna. I think it's under $100 or right at $100, which is a good deal.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They're Cobras. So you can't really go wrong with Cobra. But
Yeah.
I honestly, if I could afford one,
I got 2 or 3 Cobras.
President Lincoln too, or one from Radioddity. I think that QT80. It does about close to 80 watts just straight out of the radio.
Yeah,
It's a 10-meter rig, but
yeah.
they've actually
Go ahead.
the radios now, Radioddity and Presidents, they've made it so easy to convert them from 10 meters to 11. You just take the lid off. There's usually either a wire and jumpers. You lift the jumper off, put it over on another pin, and you're done. I mean, it's just, it's just like that. It's done. AM, FM sideband. A lot of them got the weather radio in them too.
That's why you put it in the car for the most part. If your HOA or whatever you call it won't allow you want to stick it up on your house, just have it just put it up, put it up, and if you ever need it, you can always get it out. And with that situation, if it went sideways, it wouldn't matter what the HOA said. That's how you got to look at it.
Now, Keisha, you can get a CB and antenna pretty reasonable, right at $100, and you probably have better results if you put it in your car, if you have a car or a van or something like that. You got to get a little bit more involved if you try to put up a base station. It's not a one-person job. You definitely need extra set of hands if you're going to put it outside. CB's pretty cheap considering GMRS is getting so popular and so many freaking choices for radios out there. CB would be my choice, really.
Yeah.
That's why I went through the trouble. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Randall.
You could have both of them, and I would just alternate back and forth from one to another. In that situation. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got you got it too. I got MERS and then B and GMRS, and that's why I went through the trouble. Winter's coming up. That's why I went through the trouble to get my antenna put back up. I wished it was the Antron, but I didn't order the clamps, so.
Yeah.
But I got the pipe up, and the thing is, I could take that tiny antenna off just by getting up on my roof, walking over to my porch, unscrew that small antenna, and put the Antron up in its place. So that I learned my lesson from trying to put an Antron up on a tall pole by myself.
No.
No, dude, no. It's too unruly. Yeah, things flopping around, and if the wind blows, you're probably screwed,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I had to have it hooked up. I hate having a CB sitting there or a radio sitting there not being used.
Yeah, that's my problem. I got to get mine set up, but I ain't got around to doing it yet. Yeah, it's a hobby. Well, I wouldn't. It used to be a hobby, but now it's kind of like a thing. I guess you could call it a hobby still. CB is okay. I mean, just don't expect a whole lot from it or GMRS, and you'll be okay. If you use it for what it's intended for, just talking to your neighbors, friends, whatever, uh, things like that, then you're not going to go wrong. But like I said earlier, it's not for everybody. you better have a thick skin.
Passamaquoddy, you have a balcony, don't you, dear? Yeah, I got the heat on too. My legs are cold. That's the only thing cold. The rest of me's warm.
Yeah, you can stick it if you got a mobile antenna. You can stick it right on your balcony there, on the middle part of the balcony, and keep on keeping on.
No, when you're done, just take it off.
Mm-hmm.
Magnet mount would be easier.
Oh yeah.
I was just gonna say, if she's got a balcony, they make a. It's not going to get out very far, maybe a couple miles, but they've got a apartment dweller. Well, that's what that black tram antenna is that I've got. You got one too.
Yeah, I got one that's like it.
They're really meant for RVs and apartment dwellers. This is something small, you can get away with it. First floor, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, still, I mean, really, you have a better shot, even if you had a magnet mount. If you have a metal rail, you could probably get by with that. Or if you had a baking sheet, cookie sheet, metal one, you could set it on that on the floor of that balcony. Put your magnet mount antenna on that. I mean, that's better than nothing. Trust me, I did it all when I first got into CB. I had a little 23 channel, no names.
You can, yeah, if you got an AC unit, you can attach it to that too. Just stick it on there if it's magnet mount. Carl.
There's a lot of amateur radio operators who have gotten around the HOA thing by if they had an actual attic, they were putting their antennas up in the attic,
Mm-hmm.
and which is another option.
Mm-hmm.
There's a CBer, I can't think of his channel, but he lives in an HOA. He put a Wilson 5000 magnet mount CB antenna on a junction box, a metal junction box that was already there for their wiring in their house. He put that up in his attic. And he owns the home, so it was no big deal to punch a little hole in the ceiling. You run the coax down to a CB. I mean, he don't get great mileage out of it, but he's able to get on there and talk to people. There's always a way around it. There's
Yeah.
a way.
Get a little creative. You can come up with just about anything. Well, Barry, I think I'm gonna hop up for a dude. I gotta get up in the morning, like I said, and early, so I'm gonna get me some sleepy poo and stuff like that.
I think I'm gonna cut it off here in a minute. Okay. Oh, come
All
on.
right, I'll catch everybody out there in the chat later on. You know who said that, and Barry, I'll holler at you sometime tomorrow, maybe.
Yeah, alrighty. Have a good one over there, neighbor.
All right, we'll catch you everybody later. Have a good one, everybody out there in the CB land.
You could hear pretty far, especially when conditions are just right, Janet. You could hear just about every state in America, depending where you're at. And if the conditions are really good, you could sometimes hear people from over in the UK, depending on if you're on sideband or AM. There's a woman over there, Kate. Let's see, I think she's Needlebender 01. She lives over in she's south of London, and she talks over here in the States all the time. And I believe that woman controls the radio waves, because every time she gets on there, I mean, for crying out loud, she was standing outside on a walkie-talkie and talking on sideband to somebody over in America, here in America. A walkie-talkie. One of those, what brand is that? I'm trying to get one. All right. Good night, Carol. Thanks for joining us. I can't think of it. I'll probably have to look it up again, but there's a brand. It's well known over in the UK. It's a walkie-talkie. It's got AM, FM, and sideband. It's actually a 10-meter handheld walkie-talkie, but it's been modified to use on a CB. That woman, she makes her own conditions, whether she's got an amplifier or not. I've never seen anything like it. I keep thinking Thunderpole, but I know that's not it. Albrick, that's what it is. It's an Albrick. It's made over there somewhere in Europe. Yeah, it's an Albrick. It's a 10-meter handheld walkie-talkie, but it's got AM, FM sideband on it. She had that modified. She got a stereo, and then she's got a set of beams, and then in her mobile she's got another stereo mobile. I think the stereo might be a copycat of the Wilson 5000 or something to that effect, but stereo seems to be doing I think they're trying to bring back the Mako type antennas, because everything that I've looked at seems to be a copycat of Mako antennas, which I'm not going to say. I've got nothing bad to say about Mako. They make some good antennas over the years, and it's good to see another company. I think Serio's Italian. But that woman, she reminds me of 21. She's got radios in every corner of her house, I believe. And she's got a little bit of power too. I think she's got a video, where she was having trouble with an amplifier, and she just ended up doing it. She was just running a straight radio. I think she was on the old Washington, like yours. She was talking over here in America like it was nothing. Hang on, 913. I'll pull that up real quick. She's on my Hall of Fame on my channel. Let's see. Oh, by the way, Popcorn, you made it on the Hall of Fame. You're on the front page. Let's see. I've got a lot of channels on here, so take a minute to find her. Don't tell me I took her off the list. No, man. Got Mower Junkie on there. Huh. Oh, here she is. Okay, she has changed her avatar. That's why I didn't recognize it. So here is there's her channel. I just call her Needle Bender. Miss Gigi, how you doing? A cold Sweden. Yeah. Well, my dear, it's cold here in Kentucky too. Chilly anyway. Oh, excuse me. 443. Miss Gigi, I got 6 Celsius here, which is 43 degrees Fahrenheit. Yes, a better question, Miss Gigi, is it snowing? Is it snowing in Sweden? Yeah, I've got that's what I'm running in the house. I've got a Midland mobile radio. It's a MXT 115. So it's a 15-watt GMRS radio. Why do you not have a ranch? Because I'm not paying attention, Janet. That's why. I'm not paying attention. So that's on me. So let's see here. There you go. There's one more I may have left in the cold. Well, she's not on the list anymore. Oh no. Don't you hate that when the rest of the chat disappears? Keisha, you still on here? If you are, just type a 1 or something. I'll give you a wrench. Yeah, you're welcome, Janet. Yeah, so you so Popcorn, do you just stay on the repeater channel, or do you you ever do simplex, just radio to radio? We mostly use just radio to radio here. Most of the repeaters, like I said, there's hardly anybody on them. People spend all that money to put them things up, and it's not cheap to put a repeater up. And then nobody talks on them around here. But you got, okay, yeah, that's cool though. That's cool that there's people on it. But you got, you look at Not a Rubicon Productions. You know, Randy down there, every time he does a review, if he turns on a radio or something while he's doing a review, there's always somebody on there talking. It's usually Mexican, but it just seemed like California just has a lot of traffic on GMRS, which, yeah, I can understand that. Well, I have to remember 2 FRSs on the same channels as GMRS. Just you're going to get a lot of travelers on that FRS anyway. I've got my I can't remember what number is, but it's a Tram GMRS antenna, and I've got that about 20 feet in the air on the side of the house, and then my CV antenna is probably about 11. Well, no, I'd say about 10 feet, probably 10 feet off the ground. I never intended to really leave the valley on that CB, but you know, sometimes people do holler at me and I'll answer them back. But this is more or less a local talk. You know, I like talking to Skip, but I'd rather talk local more than anything. There's just not enough people. Channel 5 on GMRS used to be active. The middle school over here in town used to, they would call back and forth, you know, from the office to the teachers, the classrooms, and they were giving out student names over the air. And I thought, yeah, that's not really a good idea to be giving out stuff like that. I guess they thought nobody could hear them. And I used my little Quan Shang walkie-talkie, and I figured out what code they were using, CTCSS code. And I spoke up one day. I said, you know, I don't think it's a good idea to be giving student names out on the air like that. I want you to know, I have not heard them ever since. So, you know, I think maybe, you know, they probably got to thinking after they got over the shock that somebody got on their channel, they think it's their channel, you know, and said, I don't think it's a good idea to share student names over the radio like that. And then, yeah, haven't heard them since. So they may have gave it some thought, you know. I wouldn't want my kids' names put out there. What day in March, Passamaquoddy? Right, Miss Sharon? I thought about my kids, immediately thought about my kids. You know, one day it just dawned on me, what if my kids were going to that school? It's one thing if they were using the channels that they have for the school. The bus channels. Now, if they would share those channels, then it would have been more private. Now, that's not saying that someone with a scanner like myself couldn't pick it up, because it's public knowledge what channel they're on. But FRS was just pretty much just throwing up a big flag saying, hey, here's Tommy Newstead here, and he's sick, and he doesn't have a ride home. And it's like, really? Well, just go ahead and give them their social security number out on the radio too while you're at it. You know. Yep, mine's the 23rd March. Let me let this cat in again. Yeah, paint. Yeah. I've got a dual band UHF VHF ham rig here. It's a mobile 80 tone. What is that? A 778, I think is what it is. And I'm gonna have to get a power supply for that. What I've got's not gonna run it. I think it takes 10 amps to run that, and I've already got two things on my current power supply. It's already taxed out as it is. But I want to put up a dual band bass antenna. It just happened again. I noticed something. I wonder if it's the heater. I wonder if there's too much on this breaker, because I noticed when the power blinked in here, the bathroom light was still lit. I think there's too much on this breaker. It's got to be that heater. It's got to be that electric heater doing that because am I back? No, it's not the whole place because in the master bedroom, because I'm in the living room right now. Thanks, Pastor McQuaddy. I'm in the living room and the power blinked in here and it did it 3 times this time. First time it did it twice. And I noticed that the bathroom light in the master bedroom did not go off. So it's got to be in here. It's probably just too much on one circuit. Why did the breaker not kick though? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what. Let me put I'll put the heater on. Whoa. There's plenty warm in here. I might have to put that heater on a different outlet. I can do that real quick. Hold on. Let's be safe. No, the breakers are cold to the touch. So I don't know what the heck that was, but could be the power strip too. Well, I checked. I touched all the breakers. There's a water heater on 240. Okay, Homestead, I appreciate you being on here. I'll holler at you sometime tomorrow on Messenger. If you had any questions, I'll try to answer. I just I turned my phone off because the phone calls were just getting ridiculous. I apologize if I missed anything, but for my sanity. Yeah, I don't know what caused that. My computer and everything. My computer is on a power strip. The power strip could be going. Yeah, we'll try to be good. If we can't be good, we'll be good at it. Yeah, I'm gonna call it because I'm getting a little bit concerned about the whole power situation here. But yeah, actually, Shawnee, it says in the manual for that Opus power bank, you can use it as a battery backup for your computer. Yeah, UPS is what they call it, uninterrupted power supply. I was blown away. I was like, wow, you can run it use it as a UPS. That's pretty cool. Because you can charge it while you're using it. It's got a pass through. That's what's called a pass through. So it could be plugged into the wall and still be used. Yeah, it's like a. So I have to check, but yeah, this has been fun tonight. No, I appreciate everybody stopping in, hanging out with us, and talking radio. we had a couple new faces in here tonight, and so yeah. Everybody have a great night before I get cut off. Y'all be safe, and much love from the Bluegrass State. We'll see you.